Something strange is happening in Hollywood right now. Since Diddy's arrest, certain A-list celebrities have been vanishing from the public eye without explanation, disappearing as if they never existed. While everyone's focused on Diddy's legal troubles, there's a woman named Jaguar Wright who's been connecting dots that paint a much darker picture of what's really going on behind closed doors. For years, Jaguar Wright has been sounding alarms about corruption in the entertainment industry, specifically naming names and revealing secrets that powerful people desperately wanted to keep hidden. When everyone called her crazy, time proved her right. And now, as dominoes start falling, those same celebrities who mocked her are nowhere to be found. I was out there yelling and screaming, "Monster," Wright explains, and everybody kept saying she's lying. Meanwhile, the monster is asking, "Where's the baby oil and the butt plug?" The same faces who spent years in Diddy's orbit have suddenly gone silent. According to Jaguar, this mass disappearance isn't coincidence. It's because Diddy wasn't operating alone. This is about an entire system of enablers who thought they'd never face consequences. What makes Jaguar's allegations so compelling isn't just what she says, it's her track record of being right. When she speaks, she doesn't hint or suggest. She names names, and the list is staggering. Barack Obama, J-Lo, Beyonce, Jay-Z, Stevie J, Eve, even royals and politicians. But how has Jaguar survived when others who've spoken out have met tragic ends? The life of a true whistleblower is to choose to have no real existence. You have to move like the wind, Wright reveals. People say I'm homeless because they don't know where I live. The truth is, I live in 5 different states simultaneously. This isn't paranoia, it's survival. Your life is constant contingency, and then there are people they pay to come into your life. Her vetting process is intense. You got bad credit? We can't be friends. If you're in debt, we can't be friends. These are all things that can be used to manipulate you. This caution might seem extreme until you look at what happened to everyone from Uptown Records, the label where Diddy got his start. Uptown Records started with 5 people: Andre Harrell, Al B, Sure, Heavy D, Puffy, and Kim Porter was the longest working employee. Kim is dead. Heavy D is dead. Andre Harrell is dead. The only 2 left are Puffy and Al B. Sure, and Al almost died. The pattern becomes more suspicious when you look closer. Heavy D was found dead, face down, heart attack. Andre Harrell, heart attack. Kim died from pneumonia, but the first coroner's report said it was ruled a homicide. The common thread? They were tell-all books before they died or fell ill. And Al B sure was working on a documentary of his life before he went into a coma. Meanwhile, has Puffy ever been in a coma? Has anything happened to him? Among the names Jaguar calls out repeatedly is Jennifer Lopez, a woman who somehow always manages to slip away unscathed. Why is nobody acknowledging Jennifer Lopez and her grand witch status? Jaguar asks boldly. Everyone who knows Jennifer Lopez knows she's very heavy into Santeria. Her first husband has gone on record saying she does rituals, animal sacrifices covered in blood. But it goes deeper. We also know she was allegedly the gun mule for the club shooting of Natane Rubin. She's the one who threw the gun out the window. Then they got Diddy off the hook and Shine Barrow was thrown into jail. According to Jaguar, J-Lo's sudden relationship collapse with Ben Affleck wasn't just relationship drama, it was strategic timing to disappear just as the walls began closing in. Do you think that they'll bring up charges on Jennifer? They better. She committed perjury. Last time I checked, guys, there's no statute of limitation on perjury. Let's bring Jenny to the cell block. She's been every other block. Then there's Kevin Hart, once practically joined at Diddy's hip, but now mysteriously absent. A reality TV contestant recently came forward with allegations about both men. I have insider information on Diddy and Kevin Hart's involvement, the whistleblower claimed. While filming a reality show, I met a woman actively dating Diddy. She later revealed she was also sleeping with Kevin Hart, who happens to be married with children and best friends with Diddy. The most damning part? Kevin Hart clearly made calls to ensure Diddy's girlfriend stayed quiet about their affair. Weird that Diddy and Kevin Hart are both sleeping with the same girl and threatening our TV show, isn't it? And now, Hart's sudden disappearance speaks volumes. If he truly had nothing to hide, wouldn't he be denying everything instead of going ghost? But if there's one person who's been in Diddy's orbit longer than anyone, it's Jay-Z. For years, the two were untouchable. You believe Jay-Z's worse than Diddy? An interviewer asked. I believe that. Absolutely, Wright responded. Do you believe he's higher up in the food chain? Now, he wasn't, which is why I know he's doing everything he can to play both sides against the middle to make sure Diddy goes down and he stays clean. Jaguar Jaguar accurately predicted that Jay-Z would be the one suing Tony Busby, the lawyer representing Diddy's victims. The lawsuit suing Tony Busby, Spiro is a partner and Alex Spiro is Jay-Z's personal lawyer. Of course, they'd use Kevin's name, but it ain't Kevin. Ellen DeGeneres is another big name suddenly missing. Remember when she proudly called Diddy her close friend? Now she's nowhere to be found. Between 2006 and 2022, Combs appeared on DeGeneres' show more than a dozen times. During these appearances, Ellen and Diddy seemed to share coded language about his infamous parties. "We have the top 2 floors of the hotel, and then it will carry on there," Diddy explained about his after parties. Ellen responded knowingly, "No, I know about them." Even more disturbing was Diddy's 2016 appearance when he showed up with an IV drip in his arm. "So I walk in and I'm talking to Ellen. I have the IV and then the blood is going down. I start to panic." The question becomes, what exactly was happening right before this taping? Ellen's downfall didn't just end with her show getting canceled. Shortly after people started connecting dots between her and Diddy, her famous DJ, Steven "Twitch" Boss, tragically took his own life. "I'm never going to get over Twitch," Wright says. "I don't understand how Harvey Levin was able to get to the scene of the incident so quickly. Last time I checked, people don't text TMZ and say, 'Hey, I'm about to unlive myself. Can you be here?' And let's not forget Oprah Winfrey, another longtime Diddy associate who's been noticeably absent. There's no bigger snake than Oprah," Wright says. "The way she did Luther Vandross when he passed away, exploited him. The way she's doing to Taraji P. Henson. I personally think she should be tried in the court of public opinion for what she's doing to poor Fantasia." With so many celebrities suddenly disappearing at the exact same time, you have to wonder, are they just laying low, or is there something much bigger happening behind the scenes? Because if history has taught us anything, it's this: when people know too much, they don't always get to tell the whole story. And Jaguar Wright, she knows everything. The walls are closing in, the dominoes are falling, and this is just the beginning of what might be the biggest entertainment industry scandal in history.